happening? Come pop it for me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Reuben Foster. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The first carry now. This is Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, Johnson. First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Taken down by Reuben.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Allen. Pass to his running back, carry on Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too.
Carry on Johnson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Shooting through the defense, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Buccaneers.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Steps away to his, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Bilal Nichols able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
With it is Brown.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, Tampa Bay.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked on by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover. There as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Johnson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now Brown. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Buccaneer first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mahomes firing complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now Kamara. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point season.
Due to the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
On the handoff.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Reuben Foster.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Gives this one to Hill. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Allen, 45 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. William Golston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's
And
get that
he is
swagger.
into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Stephen Gostkowski.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll
ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
55-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Breida, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Washington 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 65 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run with Breida. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to 16.
Tackle made.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
16.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Johnson on the carry.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to work out. It's an he's on to kick it away. This will be deep in his own territory. Cuts up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now Allen off the bootleg. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 2-yard line.
Some time right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes will find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here at this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Johnson. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. records that go around a first down as well.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
At the 22-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2.